Do you want sick, sleek, and swaggy ass clothing made with the best cotton and polyester fabrics? Go check out SoSickClothing.co for clothing built around gamers. So Sick Clothing has hoodies, shirts, hats, and more. They even have woman apparel too. To support your favorite creator, use the code ZOMBZY on checkout or click the link below for 15% off any purchase. Lorville is an industrial city on Hurston, being one of the only places currently important to land at. It can fit any size ship and has enough room to land around 8 people. That's not including the fact that you can land outside the walls and drive or walk into the city. The city is filled with trains, sightseeing, and even shops. There are clothing stores, armories, scrap yards, and ship salesmen. You can buy an entire hammerhead here and own it, but I would not recommend using your hard-earned AUEC to buy ships because the game does wipe any in-game bought ships with each important update. That is only until the game is fully released. If you want to get to Lorville, there are a few precautions. Be careful flying too low around non-landing areas because it will almost instantly kill you. I found that out the hard way after spending almost 20 minutes flying there and dying instantly. When getting to the landing area, make sure to call yourself in. This is to make sure you spawn there just in case your game does crash. If you want to see Lorville in all of its glory, go ahead and check out my series on my channel Exploring Lorville. You can click the iCard in the top right to see the playlist. The majority of Lorville is just a looking area as there is no widespread activatable side quests, missions, or shops currently, and is limited to the shopping centers, as I like to call it. This area consists of ship retrieval stations, the vehicle lot, and a display of a racing vehicle that is purchasable. If you do end up landing in Lorville and logging off, you will be spawned back in a bed where you will have to take a train back to the ship retrieval area. This usually takes around 5 minutes and is really beautiful to look at the scenery as well. If you haven't watched my last video, make sure to go check it out. I explained how the game is more of a project than a game and is really a piece of art. For example, Lorville was completely handmade, so there are no repeating textures or models, making it like a painting. If you go check out the armory shop, you can purchase many different suits that you can't get elsewhere, and in my opinion look amazing. In my short film that I created, it shows me purchasing one of the suits. Something I think is really awesome on a side note is the fact that you are able to mix and match your armor. Oh, and I almost forgot. Well, most people do. The business center. Actually one of the most interesting overlooked areas in Star Citizen. The business center. On the side and lower floor is more of a museum. You get an in-game lore of said Lorville. Now, if you go to the right side, there is a fascinating little shop, and this shop sells lasers for your ships. They do come at varied prices for varied sizes and are fairly cheap for what you get. Now, the last part of Lorville that I find very interesting is the scrapyard. What is a scrapyard? Well, it basically allows you to buy a ton of resources and resell them for a decent chunk of money. You can load the resources into your ship via the display monitor in the room. If you are having issues locating any of the areas, there are lightly lit signs and markings on the floor telling you the direction of the location you see. It took me a good 20 minutes of exploring Lorville to figure out what direction I'm going and where I need to go. There is one issue in particular I do have with Lorville, and that is the spawning area. The spawn area always makes me constantly lag, which makes it hard to record, stream, and even just play the game from spawn. Although sometimes I do have frame issues elsewhere, that is just sometimes how the game goes. There also could be some more instruction, but for all the work they have put into Lorville, I really have no right to complain. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really means a lot. The support I've been getting is phenomenal. It really makes me feel good about the videos I'm making and influences me to make more. If you want more content on Star Citizen or even want to just help out my channel, please subscribe and comment down below if you have any questions on Lorville. I always check comments even if I don't respond.